What is going on, everyone? So I'm out here with my buddy Bob, and the initial plan for today was to stay inshore and try and target some pompano around a jetty. We went out there, we had some live shrimp, we had pompano jigs, hooked some mackerel. We also got 2 keeper sheep's head, which was nice. While we were at the jetty over there by the pass, I was just looking out offshore and I was like, it is not that bad out there. Yeah, there's, as you can see, there's some rollers, but it's really not rough at all. So we decided to start running out, and initially we were like, yeah, let's run out to like 15 miles out, see if we can get some hogfish with all the shrimp we had. But as we were running out, I'm like, you know what, so these rollers and everything, I was like, let's just try some public artificial reef numbers that I have about 3 miles offshore, so we're not running all the way out there in these rollers. And it ended up being one of the best snapper days I've had in a very long time. And we also dropped the GoPro down a few times, so I'll be sprinkling some underwater clips throughout this video. So I'll go ahead and show some of that, get right into the fishing too. I'll stop talking. The shrimp are going crazy. They're going crazy. Got something. Doesn't feel bad. It's a snapper. Probably a keeper. Oh! Get him in. There we go.
Nice.
That's definitely over 12 at least. I mean, we are at an artificial reef about 3 miles offshore, so we're still in state waters. So that means they only need to be 10, but we'll keep it 12.
Pretty sure he's 12.
Oh, yeah. Let me get the little bunk board, just make sure. Dude, look at the graph. That's all snapper under us. I guarantee it. Was this a good call? Dude, we started running out and the rollers were a little bit bigger than I thought they were. But we decided to stop at artificial reef instead of running out the normal like 15, 18 miles. Right now it seems like it's worth it. Oh yeah, he's 13. All right, let me see if my little makeshift chicken rig works. Go. Got something. Does not feel big. Guess what I got? Yellowtail snapper. What are yellowtails doing in 25 feet of water?
Growing up.
That is an adorable little yellowtail. That's really cool. All right, see you, dude. That doesn't look bad. Snap. Oh my God, that's a big snap. Broken net. Don't worry, I got the net.
Thanks.
Dude, that's a big one. Get him up here. I hand you this for 2 seconds. Is that your first drop with it?
Yep. Half a greenie.
Is that 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one. Good job. You are on them right now. Let me know if you need help. That's another snapper, isn't it? Yep. Need a net? Dude, that's like another like 16. All right, I just got mine rigged up. I think we found it on another half greenback.
Yep.
Dude, we're on him now. Okay, I'm going 16.
14 and a half.
He's only 14 and a half?
He's an eater.
Dude, he looks so much bigger than that. You can lay him down, I'll get him. I love when you can get like quality snapper like relatively close to shore. You don't have to burn all the gas going out there. Got him. Dude, what do I have? It's a good snapper. Yep.
That is a good snapper.
Dude, we are on them right now. Nearshore snapper bite is going off this afternoon. Okay, this is another, yours was 14? Mine's like 15, 16 probably. We're coming home with some meat. We bleed these and then, dude, I'm glad we stopped for greenies.
Yeah. They are making the difference right now. Almost lost him.
You chill. You can just hang out with the shrimp for a little bit. We decided to drop a GoPro down to see what was actually underneath the boat. We immediately saw some cement pilings. They just dumped a bunch of bridge pilings and dock pilings out here, and it attracted all these different species of fish, including all these mangrove snapper and sheepshead that we're seeing right here. We also had a little surprise come by the camera. We got a redfish. This guy didn't seem to be too big, probably like mid-20s, but still cool to see him offshore. There was a couple different schools of mangrove snapper. These guys are probably right around keeper size. But what was really surprising to me was the amount of smaller yellowtail snapper that were hanging out on this shallow reef. Typically, we find these out a little bit deeper, but to find these in about 25 to 28 feet of water was pretty cool to see. Another little surprise that we saw was this black drum right here that was just kind of hanging out. So we're seeing two different kinds of drum species, along with these big schools of ruby lips. That's at least what I call them. I'll look up the actual name. When looking over the footage, there was something that I kept hearing through the audio, and you hear a bunch of clicks, and that's usually the fish making the noises. But there was something that sounded like my phone was like buzzing or something. I thought I was getting text, so I'm gonna play the audio, and if you guys could let me know if you know what it is, that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, I have no idea what was making those noises. I'm assuming some species of fish, but I was hearing it constantly through the underwater GoPro footage. There's just a ton of life, along with all these little mangrove snapper hanging around on the pilings and some bigger ones hanging on the outside. Oh, you got some. Oh dude, we're marking them. I think you got a snapper. Look at the graph as soon as you like start pulling that thing up. Put them back here, I'll cut them. Jesus.
Okay.
Got him. Snapper. Yeah, it's another big one. I could probably get him. Look at this little janky net. Dude, we are on him. That's a freaking tank. How big was your big one?
I don't know.
17?
17, I think, yeah.
I think you might saw me beat, but that's a solid one.
No, I think you got me beat.
You think? All right, so there are still some big ones here. That is a solid snapper. An artificial, public artificial reef. You don't need to go super far out to get quality fish. Oh!
Oh, why do you make mine look so small?
I don't try to embarrass you, it just happens. Just short of 18. Woo! Got you beat by like 3/4 of an inch.
Story of my life.
I want to try a little pin again. If they're snapper like that, like a pin this size should just get hammered down there, but I don't know. It seems like they're really dialed in on the cut greenies. Jeez.
Okay.
I think it broke me. Yep, broke the hook off. That was a grouper.
Yeah.
That was a grouper, definitely. Re-rigged. Yeah, that's 14 all day. I love whenever Tate's kind of like in, Jesus, that's a good one. In like a panic, because he's just like, Brent, if you want to do like something, that would be helpful. Dude.
Nice.
This might be a good one. Is this a snapper? That is a snapper. It's another big one. I got it. Maybe. What is going on today? This is one of the best mangrove days I've had in a very long time. This is wild. We are consistently pulling at least 14, 15-inch mangroves out of this artificial reef number that anyone can find online. Yeah, don't make fun of our net. Tate broke it on a big oversized snook yesterday, but look at that. Let's do that again. I mean, look at that thing. That is a solid mangrove, even if you were freaking 20 miles offshore. Jesus! These big ones suck. It's a handle.
Yeah, I hate catching the big ones.
There we go, hook out. Just using a 1-0 circle hook. I don't know if I've said that today. Right there. Literally another 17 3/4. We got 2 floating, 2 right there.
Halfway there.
All right, we're at 8. We decided to drop the GoPro down 2 more times near the end of the day. The first time I dropped it down, I dropped it straight through the pilings, and it was kind of sketchy how close it was to getting tangled up, but gave me a new perspective where it was like deep in the structure. We were able to see all these mangrove snapper that were hanging out in the crevices. Most of these are a little bit smaller, but every once in a while we saw a bigger one swim by. So what I kind of learned from this footage is it seems like the smaller ones really hang out deep in the structure, and then the bigger mangroves, the ones that are like 14, 15 plus inches, were hanging on the outside. On the second drop right here, we saw another little surprise. There was a snook that was hanging out here, and typically they come out here in the spring and early summer to breed, but it's February still, so it's kind of crazy to see these snook out here already. Here you can see those bigger mangroves hanging out on the outside like I was talking about. So I'm kind of learning from all this footage that it seems like the smaller ones are on all the structure and the bigger ones hang on the outside. But here comes 2 more big snook that were just kind of cruising around on the outside of the structure. So it's telling me with all this warmer weather we're having and the water temp warming up that these snook might be moving out to these artificial reefs and just near shore structure a little bit sooner than I would typically imagine. Here you got a bunch of these yellowtails just kind of hanging out. A little school of yellowtail snapper. It's like we're living in Key West out here. These guys couldn't be more than 8 inches long. They're cute little guys. Here's another big snook that was just cruising by. So of all the inshore species that we saw on these underwater clips, the snook are the most prevalent, which is kind of cool. Here you got some more big mangroves patrolling on the outside, along with all the life above and around the pilings out here. Some more big mangroves swimming on the outside. Got a little filefish that comes right up to the camera. It just shows how much life really gets attracted by these artificial reefs and all these pilings, along with, you know, more snook that are swimming by. Got something. Not big. Sea bass. He's got a different hook in him.
See that?
Yeah. Look.
Nice.
Got a hook going from the outside to the inside. Get that out. Now I gotta get my hook out. And he kind of, oh, he didn't swallow it. Oh, hope I made your day a little better. See ya. Chicken rigs coming in clutch. Come on, just 2 more big ones. 2 more 14 plus. I don't know if I was recording, but Bob just got number 9. That was probably 14, 15 inches, so allow 1 more. Oh, that's gonna be him, isn't it? Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, you see him following him underneath? What is that bait? There's a lot. That's a redfish. Dude, you got a redfish out here. Dude, I thought that was like a 20-inch mangrove. Bring him here. A nice offshore redfish. Dude. What? I've never gotten a redfish offshore. Dude, that's like a 23-inch red. On, you know, good old cut bait.
Cut bait.
Cut bait out deep pockets. So now we know, like, lower 20-inch redfish fight just like good-sized mangroves. That's hilarious. Send him back to the deep. He's straight down. And what you got there? Not another red. Another red. Oh, that's a big snap.
Oh, there he is.
Is that him?
Oh, it's 15-y.
If he's over, yeah, if he's over 14, he's going in. That'll be our 10.
Same bait as the redfish, by the way.
Literally same bait.
Yep.
He's over 14. He's 14 and a half. We limited out. Now we're just fishing for fun. What we do is put him in the live well. And if we get a bigger one, dude, I say we do that. Keep him in the live well. If he's the biggest one we get, then he's coming home with us. But if not, we get to let him go. It's one of those bass fishing release wells.
I'm just thinking about, do I go for 3 fish on the same piece of bait?
Oh, of course. There you go. There you go. That's what you were waiting for. Don't you worry, sweetie. You just do your thing. He got eaten, didn't he? Goliath got him. Yeah. Well, try and get it. Don't let him have it. Yeah, it's definitely a Goliath. Yep. There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Get it up.
It's right around. I think it's a little smaller than yours.
Oh, I think yours is a little bit bigger.
Really?
I think so.
Oh yeah, it's close to 16. So I guess this is the bigger one. Damn. I don't know why when he was coming up, I was like, ah, he's smaller. Okay. Oh God. You saw that?
Yeah, you got too comfortable.
All right, swap them out. See, dude. You're going in. You are the chosen one. What was he, 16? Or a little short of 16?